Hey Andre, I didn't realize what time it was, so I'm sending this in kind of late. I got caught up starting on my collision system and fixing some of the things that I was still having minor issues with. So I wanted to throw this together real quick to show you that my alarm system was working. So here's the class diagram that we were essentially basing our sprint off of. I have my time manager implemented, as well as the alarm manager, marker, and object. Right now I only have the single alarm implemented just because for sake of time and trying to make everything work as well as possible before I make things more complicated. I just stuck with the single alarm system so I can move on. So right now I'll just show you. So I just set up a scene to show that the alarmable class works. And so I have two alarms that trigger, one at 5 seconds and one at 15 seconds. All right. And so with my test code, I created my alarm tester object, which is basically, it's just an alarmable. I didn't want to worry about the game object right now because it's essentially it's the same functions, but I would put it in a game object, so I'm just using an alarm object, which is a little bit easier just to showcase this. So basically my alarm tester has these three functions. It has the actual alarm, a create marker function, and my register. So the register, it still has the long string, so obviously that needs to get cleaned up because that's ugly. I don't want my users to actually have to do that. For the creating of the marker, the reason why I call its create marker function is to tie the alarm marker to the alarmable object. That's makes it a whole lot easier for registration and deregistration purposes, as well as having the ability to communicate between them, between the alarmable object and the alarm marker, I should say. And for the update calls, it's really, again, it goes through the level manager. Sorry, I don't have my manager up. And it checks my map, which is excuse me, which is set up as a multi-map with the float key and an alarm marker pointer as the value. So when it just, let me go to the registration. So when it inserts based on the time that the user gives for the alarm object, which is in a float, and then the conversion takes place from using the total time stopwatch and adding the float time to it, and then inserting that into the map. And then for the updates, same. It's basically checking the key, which is the time that that the registration method uses as the key, which is total time plus the user's enter time, and it checks out against total time. If total time hasn't elapsed, then it doesn't do anything. When total time does elapse, and the alarm goes off, and it deregisters automatically for now, which is the whole shallow and wide principle. Deregistration, it looks at the it goes through the list to find the alarm object that we want to take out, and when we find the alarm object, right now because I only have one object implemented, it's really simple. So I just find the alarm object, delete the alarm marker associated with it, and then erase it from the map. Alright, that was way too long.